All right. I think I got it. We get it quicker out here. We get it quicker. Let me see. This might be a little too high. Tried to adjust this before I went live. So let me double check. All right. I'm good there. Let me see. Let me just double check and make sure I check my things. I want to make sure I'm good. Hey, anybody watching? What's up? When you come in, say, hey, how you doing? We back, baby. We back in the move, in the groove. I'm trying some new software, so I want to make sure that this stuff is working. I think I got it good on Facebook. I just need to make sure I'm good over here on the YouTube. On the YouTube. And as I said, I'm watching to see if I'm good on the. Hey, we're on Facebook and YouTube. That's funny. All right, I'm good. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back in action to see y'all. Let me see. I don't know if I'm a go on. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I know better than that. Listen, I'm a youngin, but at the same time, I only do so much with technology. I do what I need to do when I need to do it. Otherwise, I don't go too far into it. But so I was gonna try to get another platform on here, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do that to myself. That's crazy. Maybe next time. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? My name is Kim Dedine, Rise with Divine, coming at you back on the ones and twos, back live. It's been a minute. I had to go into hiding. I wasn't hiding, but I had to get ghosts for a second because it just wasn't working for me. And so I had to go do something. And the process, a lot of things happened, but we back and I'm grateful. I'm excited. We showing up and showing out in a new way. Can't go back now. Can't go back now. So look, welcome to the golden hour Q2, the first golden hour of Q2. Welcome. What's up? Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Kim Dedine, rhymes with divine. I am a dope woman, a wife, the chief candle chemist of Pure Chemistry, where we are the missing element to your luxury aromatic experience. I'm an author and I'm also a scientist. Okay. Yes, I'm a scientist. What? Listen, first of all, I don't wear a white coat for nothing. Okay, I does this. That's number one. Number two, I mean, for the fact checkers out there, if y'all really need proof, I got it right here. Okay, this is my proof. This is my degreed. I'm a scientist. Okay, I just had to get that out the way because I just want y'all to know that today, usually I would wear my yellow glasses because we're going to be light and fluffy and we're still going to be that. But I came to stand on business today because I'm not operating like I used to and I'm showing up boldly. So I just had to come and stand on business with my business glasses today. So I'm a backtrack for a second. So I said, Kim, you said you are the chief candle chemist. What does that mean? So, I am the CEO of a company called Pure Chemistry, where we are the missing element to your luxury aromatic experience. What does that mean, Kim? That means that we create candles from the heart to bring a sense of joy, nostalgia, and comfort to homes and businesses around the world. Okay, so we create aromatic experiences. They're not just candles, they're aromatic experiences. So this is an elevated thing we doing over here. Okay, it's elevated. It's just not your regular old candle situation. Okay, and as the candle chemist, excuse me, I'm a master artisan, okay? Guided by Holy Spirit. I'm blending science and aromas and my creativity and Holy Spirit, like I said, so spirituality to handpick fine ingredients to infuse in each candle and make your experience purposeful, okay? It's again, it's not just a standard candle. And we also offer personalized consultations. We offer personal branded candles and also events. And we also offer in person experiences. They're not just events, they're special gatherings. So we call them experiences tailored to the people that come in. Now, listen, y'all. I just got back a couple weeks ago. Me and my sister got back a couple weeks ago from doing my very first, not my first event, but my very first secret place aromatic candle experience. And y'all, let me tell you something. First of all, if you want to get on these experiences, you want to know what the details are because they are exclusive. Okay. I'm not publicly putting them out unless I'm instructed to do so because they have to stay intimate for now. They have to stay intimate because there's a very special curate experience that happens in the room when people come and gather together. So it's a safe place where ladies come and gather and listen. We have a ball. I wish I could tell you I got a bunch of pictures, but I don't. That's how much I was so into the event. I'm just like, man, God did his thing and we had a great time. We got to chat, we got to laugh, we cried a little bit. We enjoyed our aromatic experiences through candles. And listen, everybody got their own personalized candle experience. So not one candle was not the same as the other. Everybody had their own specific candle experience. It was dope. It was amazing. And the one of the great things that I thought about the event, we did it down in Augusta. Again, shouts out to my sister because my sister went with me and she helped me put it together. First of all, how was y'all Resurrection Sundays? Drop it in the chat. How was your Resurrection Sundays? How was your Easter? Let me know. Did you have some good food? Who made the potato salad? I want to know who made your potato salad. And if you didn't have potato salad, who made your spaghetti salad? Because let me tell you something. I stand on business on this. Can't nobody make spaghetti salad better than my sister. Fight me if you want to. Come on, bring them out. Bring them out. I got time. Don't nobody make spaghetti salad like and I can cook, okay? I can burn. I can burn in the kitchen very, very well. My husband is very happy with my cooking skills, but nope, nobody got anything on Coach Ebony K when it comes to spaghetti salad. So let me know if y'all have spaghetti salad or potato salad, who made it? Because y'all know that's the question that we ask before I eat this, who made this? Because you can't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody to make that their food. You got to make sure it's good. It's good and pure. But let me know in the comments who made your food. Was it a great Sunday? Did y'all celebrate well? Celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ? You know, that's my boy. We rocks over here, real tough, real heavy. So let me know in the comments. Also, again, I'm gonna repeat it because I don't remember if I said it or not, but I think I did. If you are not connected to my email list, what are you doing? You need to go on and click the button. It's in the comments. Go on and add yourself to the list because there are perks. There are perks when you get connected, when you stay bonded with us. We're going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be doing some giveaways for your birthday. If you decide to leave us your birthday in there. And like I said, there's many, many, many more things to come. Exclusivity, but you got to be on the email list to find out. So click the link in the comments. jump on the email list. It don't take that long. It take a few seconds. And then you're going to find out all the latest and greatest. Okay. But so I'm going to continue on with this story. So, because my title is See What Had Happened Was I got ghosted. I disappeared. People were like, what happened? Are you doing lives? I seen this live last week. You repeating lives? What are you doing? Yeah, so listen, this what had happened was, okay. This is what had happened. So in February, your girl was going through a rough time, and I was still pressing my way to show up. And a lot of times, if you saw me somewhere, you might not even know that I was going through some things, trying to just navigate through, like, okay, what is happening, what's going on. It's only minimal people that probably even know, what I had been dealing with, what me and my husband have been dealing with, what we've been working through, been fighting through together. But hey, we still here, boop boop, strong, boop boop. And it wasn't even anything with each other. It's just life was coming at us, and we ain't done yet. Like, where is the promised land, Lord? I know you said we was gonna get to the promised land, but where is that? I want to sip on some milk. I want to taste some honey. What we doing? And so we just been over here fighting and praying and pressing through and making it through. But I was pressing my way to try to show up. And after a while, I just got confused. It just didn't feel right anymore. And I'm just like, all right, let's wrap this up, Rev, because this it's just not working. I feel like I don't have anything to say, though I have a lot to say. Like, I wrote a book. At the very minimal, at the very least, I could have been talking about this book. And, your girl was just like, what is going on? What is happening? You know what? I just realized, let me see. It did it to me again. I just realized. Okay, so we should be back in business. I just realized that this thing streamed private. And so I got it fixed now. So if you're there and okay, I'm just making sure these working on the other pages. Okay, we good on YouTube. I ain't even see y'all. Hey y'all, what's up over here on YouTube? I see you. Okay, so I'm using Restream. I'm trying out Restream because last time I used oh shoot, what was the other one I used? I can't remember the other one. Oh, StreamYard, and it was kind of being funky. So I said, let me try Restream to see how this is working out. So far so good. We're gonna pray it stay how it's supposed to stay like this. Katrina said, hey Katrina, hey Sonia, hey Eb. Okay, hey, can somebody run over to Facebook real quick and let me know, make sure it's working again over there, because I didn't realize the privacy was on that video, and so it should be public now. But yeah, so Katrina, what's spaghetti salad? You had spaghetti salad at the event. So but yeah, so I was going through a lot of stuff, and I was just confused, and I'm like, hey, I got to put something down because this is just not working for me. And I don't know what else to do. But God, I'm out here. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to do the things that you told me to do, that you wanted me to do. And so you're going to have to like flag on a play, bruh. Like, this ain't working. And so he was like, okay, cool. Go ahead and sit back and relax. And so I sat back and relaxed. And that was when the heavy planning for the event started to happen. And I was like, okay, well, I knew he gave me the notion to actually do the event. And so I started writing everything down and documenting it all down. And I'm gonna pull this link for here. Listen, I have never embedded so many links in my life on a document, because I was like, look, I'm gonna get everything together and put it in one document, links included. So all I got to do is come back and hit these links, and everything I need is going to be right here, right here, right here. We're going to be straight, right? Did all that planning. And I was like, all right, let's go execute. Let's go do something. He was like, he pulled my, where you going? Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. And I'm like, but you just had me write all this stuff out. Like, what you mean? What you mean go sit down? That's not how this works. And he was like, no, this is how you're going to work. You're going to go rest and sit down somewhere. And he shut me down from Friday. He shut me down a couple times. He shut me down Friday through Sunday. And then right before the event, he said, y'all, and I don't currently have any children. So I had to go look up the definition of what this meant. He was like, you need to go on bed rest. So the week leading up to before the event occurred, I was on bed rest the whole time. I couldn't touch no work. I couldn't touch my computer. I couldn't touch Canva. I couldn't touch anything. I couldn't make no graphics. I couldn't nothing. All I could do was journal and relax, put my feet up. And that was it. It actually felt good. But like I said, I had to look that definition up because I don't know what bed rest is. And so I was like, dang, he set me down off the game, coach. What we doing? And so little did I know that rest period was preparing me for him to shift everything. And when it came time to actually execute, to prepare to go for the event, nothing looked like how I planned it originally. And I actually sat down and planned it with God. So I wasn't out of order, but he was showing me that I gave you these instructions, but I wanted to see if you were going to move on them and then rest. So then now I can come in and change up everything and see how are you going to maneuver throughout the changes. I just want to say I passed the test. It was hard. Okay. I don't think I've ever had a moment, and I've had some moments last year where my faith has been tested and stretched. But this year, at the end of Q1, he was like, oh no, we really gonna test you to see if you really my soldier, you really rock with me like you say you gonna rock with me. And I'm like, but you ain't have to do all that. Like, you could have just told me. You could have just told me you was gonna switch stuff up, and I would have been like, okay, let's rock with it, let's roll with it. Nah, nope. He does what he wants to do. So got to the event. Everything was wonderful. Everything was great. The secret place candle experience was one for the books. I will remember the ones coming up in the future, but I truly will remember this one. Because he gave me the ability to talk about my book, and it wasn't by mistake, but it was by mistake, right? And so I had the question, somebody asked me, Kim, why do you love butterflies so much? I love butterflies. Boom, butterfly, boom, butterfly here on my necklace, boom. Here on my cup, butterflies, boom. I absolutely love butterflies, and butterflies are really, really dear to me. And so I was able to tell my story, how I wrote in my book, the first two parts of my book. The prologue is called Butterfly Kisses. And that's a story of, and I have a butterfly. I love butterflies so much, I convinced my parents to let me paint this butterfly, this big old butterfly in the corner of my room, in my childhood room. Still there. It's still there all these years later. But Butterfly Kisses is a part where I discuss how I used to love, as a kid, I used to love that song Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlyle that came out in the 90s. I want to say like 90, if it wasn't 92, it was like 97. And it would come on at the same time every day that we would get in the car and go pick up my dad from work. Me, my mom, and my sister would get in the car, drive to go pick my dad up from work. And so it was, I remember it. I think we had the blue Buick back then, and it was kind of around nighttime. I think it was around 8 p.m. or so. And I remember I was 8 years old. And if my sister and my mama on here watching, they probably laughing because I used to tell stories where I always will say I was 8, but I did the math. I was literally 8 this time. And the song would come on the radio, and I always remembered that song. And so one day, I think I was singing it or something, and my mama was like, "Well, let me show you what butterfly kisses are. You know it's real, right?" And I'm like, "What?" I thought it was something like I had to go catch a butterfly and hold it to my face so it can give me a kiss and all that. And she was like, "No." So my mama told me, she was like, "Bring me your cheek." And so I brought my cheek up to her, and she would put her eyelash on my cheek, and she would flutter. And she was like, "That's a butterfly kiss." And I was like, "What? What? Are you serious?" I thought it was the coolest thing. I thought it was the coolest thing. So me being 8 years old, I was like, I want to go to school and show everybody what I learned. I didn't do it because I didn't want to get beat up. But that's how cool I thought it was. And so that moment stuck with me for the rest of my life, that my mama showed me what butterfly kisses was. And when I have children, they're definitely getting it. I don't care how old they get. You're going to come get this butterfly kiss from your mama. Okay. And so I'll talk about that story, and then the first chapter, I talk about, it's called Y'all Ready. Y'all Ready, and it says, "This is my time to go and break free with God by my side, along with his grace and mercy. I cannot stay in this place any longer because it no longer serves me." And so I talk about I break down the scientific facts of a butterfly, how a butterfly, which we all know or should know, a butterfly starts out as a caterpillar. It's not born a butterfly. It's born as a caterpillar. But when it's born knowing it's going to transform into a butterfly. And so it already knows that it has butterfly in their DNA, right? So ultimately, I am no longer going to look like this. It is well with my soul that I'm not going to look like this, as this caterpillar crawling on the ground, low level thinking. I can't see up in the trees yet. I'm down here on the ground. I'm trying to get leaves. I'm trying to collect leaves and food and things to build up my energy, because I know there's a transformation coming up ahead of me, or metamorphosis. And I got a definition for y'all. I got a definition. So metamorphosis is a change of the form or nature of a thing or person into a completely different one by natural or supernatural means. So this means that this process, the caterpillar is going to transform into a butterfly, and it knows it. It knows it. And so again, like I said, so a caterpillar knows that when it's born is going to turn into a butterfly. So caterpillar spends its life, a short period of time, crawling on the ground, getting leaves, storing up energy to prepare to go into this transition. And once it gets its energy up, it begins to make a subtle climb to go up into the bush or the tree. So it begins to climb to go up to a higher level in their journey. And once they go up and get to the right altitude, they begin to wrap themselves up. I like to say chrysalis, but other people may know it as a cocoon. They will wrap themselves up in a cocoon to protect themselves so they can go through this transformative state. And when they go into this transformative state, I'm getting somewhere, stay with me. Once they go into this transformative state, in this chrysalis, things begin to happen. So when they get in this chrysalis, they begin to shed everything that was old. They shed their old skin, they shed their old body parts, their old organs, everything sheds. And there's actually a chemical that comes within the chrysalis that begins to break down everything of this caterpillar. So the caterpillar can be rejuvenated and then turned into, it goes from caterpillar to pupa to a butterfly. So in this process of shedding its old self, a storm is happening within the chrysalis. Now, from the outside, from the natural eye, looking at this chrysalis, we would not be able to tell we would not be able to tell that this storm is happening. But on the inside, that joker know it's a storm, okay? Remember, like I said before, on the outside, you would not have been able to tell that I was going through some things, I was fighting through some things, I was stretching, right? I was shedding, but I knew it. So this caterpillar sheds its own skin. Um, Everything breaks down. So when it comes closer to it to become that butterfly, it has to reassemble itself. And so reassembling literally means put itself back together. Got to put the leg here, got to put the other leg here, got to put the antennas on here. And then my favorite part, the butterfly has to do is they have to literally grab the mouthpiece that they're able to, quote unquote, use their metaphoric voice, but to eat with, they have to then put their mouth back into place so they can utilize it before they emerge out. And so after the butterfly puts itself back together, it has to fight to get out. Here's a misconception. Butterflies don't just boop, I'm out the butterfly. Them jokers gotta throw some bows to get up out of there because they created this thing that surrounds them that's however thick for so long. It's not thin. You have to fight to get through all that stuff that it has insulated itself with. And so once it fights to get out of that insulation, out of that chrysalis, then it's the beautiful butterfly, right? But it doesn't quite fly off just yet. It has to pause, take a moment, get its bearings together, get itself together, and allow its wings to dry. Because when butterflies emerge out of their chrysalis, their wings are wet. So they're not quite yet ready to fly yet. They got to readjust everything. Their wings have to get stronger so they are able to carry the weight of their bodies when they get up and fly. And so when the wings dry out, then they can go ahead and take flight and take off. So that's a science lesson, really. Another quick tip, another quick transparent. Because light off their wings and you get to see the different colors. So realistically, butterfly wings are transparent. Okay, I think I'm still good. So I said all that to say, I got to tell my story, and it was very interesting because during the event, literally were in 3 different rooms, and the way that God just had it flow and it set up, we went through 3 different rooms. So he literally showed me that I had to walk through my metamorphosis all over again, recycle. And he had to take me back into my chrysalis to shed some old dead things that I have picked up crawling around on the ground. He had to shed all that stuff off of me so then I could go through my process of putting the pieces back together and taking what I actually need with me and leaving everything I don't need behind me. And so coming out as this butterfly now, I had to fight through. And so about February, March, January, first quarter was my fight to get out and get to this point. Now, I didn't fight the whole way. Again, like I said, referring back to what I said, he made me go on bed rest to where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't touch anything. I couldn't, oh, let me just add this. Oh, let me just add. Nah, it wasn't any of that. I had to rest so he can rejuvenate my heart, rejuvenate my mind, and prepare my being to say, okay, Kim, you about to go into, like, you done transformed. You're about to fly now. And I need you to understand and know that you are not the same person that you were back then. And so anything that you attempted to go back to try to implement that you used to use back then now is not going to work. is not going to work. You're not the same person. You're a brand new person. You don't tolerate the same things. You don't have the same boundaries that you used to. Your voice doesn't even sound the same. You don't even look the same. Nothing's the same. But that's how I want you to be. I want you to be transformed. I want you to look like, hey, should look a little different. What's going on here? He wanted me to go through that transition and know that a lot of things that I was carrying that wasn't for me to carry, I had to lay it down. Old mindsets, old plans, um, old connections, old information, just everything that no longer would serve me now. I had to shed it. I had to let it go. And so it prepared me to come on the other side. And now I'm showing up and I got brand new photos and brand new pictures. Nobody knows what we had to go through to get to this point. You might know later on. You ain't gonna know right now until I'm supposed to tell the story, because the story will be told. The story will be told. I told God, I'm gonna tell the story. If you tell me to do this, I'm gonna have to tell the story, because I don't want nobody to tell it for me. I done spent too much time in that chrysalis fighting to put my mouthpiece back together. I'm not giving nobody else permission to tell my story. I'm gonna tell it, because you're gonna get it told and it's gonna be told right. I don't need nobody adding nothing to it. I don't need anybody adding no hearsay. I don't need anybody. You're gonna get it purely from me. Pure chemistry. Bars. Oh, okay, let me calm down. So you're gonna get it purely from me. So when it's time to tell that story, I'm gonna tell that story, but that's gonna be a different day. And so God had allowed me to go through all of that to be able to come up here and to tell this story. And I'm gonna keep telling this story, because one of the things I did have to shed in that chrysalis was that my story wasn't important. I thought this book wasn't important. I really had it set up in my mind that, if this isn't the book that I'm supposed to be talking about or really doing anything with, so be it. Okay, this was the book I wrote so I could heal. So I can get up here and talk about my experiences that I went through and not cry anymore when I talk about it. I can get up here and talk about how I felt so isolated and so lonely, to the point where back then, social media wasn't popping like it is now. When I experienced, not when I wrote this, but when I experienced this. So I got so lonely and isolated, and I felt so isolated to where I was like, I'm going to search on Google to see if I can buy somebody to be my friend. That's how lonely and isolated I felt back then when I wrote this. But I can talk about it now and not cry. Now I'm like, dang, Kim, what's going on, sis? Did nobody want to be your friend? Girl, nobody wanted to be your friend. But that's all right, though. Jesus was your friend. Your husband was your friend. You rocked out. No, but yeah. So I'm able to talk about this story now. And he brought it back around by simply me being obedient, stepping out on big faith, not little faith, but big faith, and doing what it was that I was supposed to do. And he brought something that I wrote. What is this? 3 years now? I wrote this. Yeah, it's been 3 years. And he brought this back around to the point where now I ordered some books, but I got to order some more, because I'm going to be talking about this story more often. And so he just took me through my own process, my own, something that I already wrote about and I already talked about going through a metamorphosis, feeling like I was low level living on the ground like a caterpillar, just knowing that there's more for me. I know it's something up ahead, but how can I get up there so I can fly and see everything? How can I get up there and fly and see all the trees and see all the opportunities and see all the colors? How am I supposed to get up there? And he just took me back through my own process. Caterpillar, you can't stay a caterpillar. You have to move. You have no choice. It's in your DNA to be fly. I see what you did there. To be fly. Yeah, I'm fly, but to fly. To fly, to soar, to have so many, to live a life that's just not regular. I'm not regular. And I'm not boasting or bragging. I'm not at all. Realistically, I'm raggedy, but because God hooked me up and scooped me up and loved on me, I'm not raggedy. Like, I'm gonna brag on him because I'm dope because of him. But so he allowed me to talk about this story. And so just talking about this and bringing this back around, even today, I was like, man, God, you really hooked me up. You really changed my story. You allowed me to see where I was lacking, to allow me to see where I was my own problem because I was getting sick of myself. Like I said, I'm like, I'm being a caterpillar for too long. What's up? Why aren't we moving? Why aren't things shaking? It feels like it's been 3, 4, 5 years. Nothing is moving and shaking. Kim, you start and you stop. You start and you stop. What's wrong with you? You lazy. That's what it is. You lazy. You don't know what you're doing. You ain't following instructions. All these instructions people telling you to do. You not doing this. You not doing that. Girl, just give it up. I was ready to give it all up. I was like, bump this. Jump shot. You can have this back. I don't want none of it. Why? I'll go work at a raggedy place where people get on my nerves and they don't care about my degree. They don't care I'm a scientist. They're gonna keep me at that desk and block me from elevating. I'm gonna go do that because that's safe and it's comforting and I'm gonna be all right. I'm not telling nobody to leave y'all job. I'm not doing that. That did not come from me. And if I hear y'all out here saying, well, Kim said, catch me outside, let's fight. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just saying this is what God took me through. But I will be somewhere stuck, not happy, not utilizing my potential, not growing, not stretching, none of that. And so God showed me, he was like, see, the misstep was this. Me and God be talking. He was like, yo, the misstep was you were so, it's so good. He said, you were so focused on the buffet. You wanted a seat at the table so bad that you were so focused on the buffet. You went in and paid your little, I don't know how much a buffet costs, $18.99. They open from 11 to 8. And you paid your, I don't know, how much is like Golden Corral, like $14, $15? I don't know. I'll say $15. You paid your little $15 to go to the buffet, and you have to go get your own plate that all these people don't walk past. You got to use the hand sanitizer before you grab anything to scoop on your plate. And then you go around this buffet, picking up a little bit here and put it on your plate, picking up a little bit here, putting it on your plate, picking it up a little bit here. You don't even know that food would have sat there for an hour, but you eating stale food. You eating stale chicken. You eating stale vegetables. You eating fruit that flies done dropped down on it and took off. But you wanted to be at the table so bad. You went to this buffet and got all this stuff to put it on your plate. And you like, okay, cool. And you started eating. But you done spent $15 knowing you can't eat all of this food in here. You've been wasteful. So now you sitting here full, feeling like, why did I eat this? This don't feel good. Ugh. If I could just burp one time, that's what we say. If I can just burp 1 or 2 times to clear this up. If I could just go to the bathroom to clear this up. if I could just to clear this up so I don't have to feel like this no more, I'll be all right. He was like, all I needed you to do to sit at the table was wait for your hand delivered invitation with your name on it to the special private dinner party I had for you. And at that dinner party, you didn't have to worry about standing in line and waiting till somebody got done to put stuff on their plate. All you had to do was come in, look cute, sit at the table, and you would have been served by a private chef that has thought out every single piece of food that touches your plate. And they paired the chicken and the potatoes and the asparagus with the wine selection, or they paired the crab with the lemon butter sauce. They paired everything is immaculate already handpicked for you, and it's not gonna make you feel sick after you eat it. And your plate got your name on it at this dinner, but you went for the buffet instead of being patient and trying to wait for the private dinner invitation that got your name on it that you were supposed to be at. Because at the buffet, they be looking at you, surrounding you, waiting for you to leave so they can clean off that table and put somebody else in your spot. Oh, oh. When he said that, I was like, you ain't got to do me like that. Well, you ain't got to do me like that. He said they are waiting for you to get up, clean the table off, remove the evidence that you weren't there, that you were there, so somebody else can come and take your spot. At the private dinner party, you trying to get out the door and they keep calling you back, talking about, hold on, Kim, don't go. We ain't ready for you to go yet. Come and hang out, girl. Take them shoes off. Put your feet up and relax. Look, I got some slippers in the back if you want them. Because everything was already thought out for you and planned. And so I was like, well, I'm done. You can move on. You ain't got to stay on me. You move on. Go to somebody else. I'm good. I'm really good. You ain't got to hurt my feelings like that. But nothing wasted. Nothing wasted. Because even though I went to the buffet, there still were nutrients there. Even though it may not have been the best food at the buffet, that's okay. It was still nutrients there. And he's still going to utilize those nutrients and that energy that I gained to go on to the next. But he had to separate it. He separated my nutrients from the waste, and the waste got excreted. And now I'm going in and I'm at the dinner party. Okay, listen. And the place is immaculate. So we're not doing buffets anymore. We're going to wait our turn. We're not going to be in a hurry, try to sit at the table. We're going to wait till our name is called, till we get our invitation, fancy little gold invitation with the filigree and everything on it, with our name on it, say you are cordially invited at this day, at this time, come sit at this table. Look cute, but get ready to have fun and get ready to have some dope conversation and get ready to connect with some amazing people. And all these people, they don't want to take nothing from you. They just want to see you elevate. Because everybody want to elevate to the next course, just like you. And guess what? It's not just one course. There's 7 courses, 8 courses, 9 courses, 10 courses. And we got filet mignon. I know that's not how you're supposed to say it, but we got filet mignon over here. We got beef Wellington. We have a lobster thermidor. We have crab. We had, tomahawk steak, whatever you like. Anything you could ask is over here, but it got your name on it. And so I said all that to say, I had to go back into the chrysalis. He had to re-break me down. He had to strip away a lot of stuff that I picked up that it wasn't supposed to be mine to carry. I had to shed a lot. I had to cry a lot. I was pissed off a lot. Y'all wouldn't have known it. That's all right. You weren't supposed to know then. You'll know later, but not now. You weren't supposed to know, and that's okay. But I had to fight to be Kim, to stand on business with these business glasses, to come on here and feel comfortable enough to say, I'm certified. I got this degree. I'm a scientist. I had to be okay with going through all that to come and let you know I'm an author, and I'm about to start talking about my story again. I'm about to start talking about my book again. I'm a wife. I'm okay with talking about my marriage, because marriage is beautiful and I absolutely love marriage. And I actually used to shy away from it because I'm like, well, people talk about their marriage like they absolutely hate marriage. And I don't. I absolutely love marriage. I absolutely love being with one person and being able to watch them grow individually as well as us growing together. I absolutely love it. I love it. Even the downs as well as the ups. And something else that I learned, that even though if you have downs and you have ups, in the medical field, downs and ups means that you're stable, means that you're alive. Now, it's going to be a problem if you flatlining, you're not growing, you're not moving, you're not shaking, you ain't doing nothing. That means you're dead. That means, oh, are we saying unalive now? You're unalive. You want waves. You want things to show you that you're still alive. You want to see that on the monitor so you know your heart is beating. So even though it was tough, even though this last quarter was tough, y'all, it was tough. It was tough. For real, for real. It was so tough. It was hard. But I'm still grateful that God pulled me out on the other side, because if I didn't go through it, how would I be able to come on the other side and tell somebody else, you going to be all right? Stay focused. You going to be all right. Deal with the shedding. Allow God to strip away what he needs to strip away, and be okay with it not looking like how it used to. And I realized when I was trying to show up in February that I was trying to do the same old stuff that I was doing before, and I kept being met with resistance. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. And so I said, all right, God, let me get out my way, because I'm the problem. And that was a hard pill to swallow. I was the problem. I was doing too much. I had to take my hands off. And that's when he said, you need to go rest. Go sit down. You're doing too much. You're so busy with your hands trying to help all these other people. Are you going to save some energy for yourself? You just fought and went through all this. Save your energy for yourself until you get to the point where you can go out and be able to help other people. So right now, I got to help me. Kim has to help Kim. I can't help everybody else right now. So much so that he disconnected me from some people so I would not help, because I had to learn I can't do everything. I can't be everybody's savior. I was trying to take God's job, trying to be everybody's savior. He was like, oh, let me sit you down because you getting a little bit too froggy and we ain't supposed to do that. This mine, not yours. Go sit down somewhere. I was like, ooh, my bad. All right, I can't help everybody. I can't. And I got to be okay with that because I'm a natural born helper. I'm a natural born helper. I love helping people. I love to see people win. And a lot of times I will give so much of myself to see somebody else win, but I wasn't giving myself to myself. And that's why he sat me down. So I got it now, y'all. I got it. I got the point. He don't have to do no extreme measures with me until maybe it's time for the next elevation. I don't know. God, I hope not. I hope you don't got to do no extreme measures. But I get it. I get it. So I just wanted to come on and say, look, what had happened is I don't want it to happen to you. Take your time. Realize what value you have in your hands. Realize what he has given you, your natural born ability, your purpose, the promises. What are you special at? Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, whatever it is, lean into that. Take time for you and do you for a minute. Everybody else will be all right. And if it's meant to be connected to those other people, they'll still be there when you're done doing what you're supposed to do. When you come back around, they'll still be there if it's meant to be. And if those people fall off, bless it. God bless them. Thank you. Thank you for every single person that has come across my path, that has been in my life for such a time as this. Because if it was not for you, I would not be the person that I am today. Regardless of how you treated me in the past, regardless if you didn't see me, thank you for not seeing me, because it wasn't meant for you to see me. If you treated me badly, thank you for, and this is growth, okay? Because, people want to be karate chopping necks, but thank you for treating me bad, because if you didn't treat me bad, I would not know what being treated well is like. If you lied on me, my name has been in rooms that I have not been in, even if you lied on me, because my character speaks enough for itself. If you lied on me and somebody says, you talking about Kim? Kim ain't never did nothing like that. Nah. And then you just placed me on their heart. So thank you. Thank you for anyone who's dishonored me. And I apologize for giving you permission to dishonor me, because I dishonored myself. I dishonored my time. I dishonored my boundaries and everything else. So from this day forward, take this as my official letter of apology, but also my official letter of resignation. I will no longer be in a position to allow anybody to dishonor me. We're doing things different from here on out. And if you have a problem or your feelings get hurt, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Take that up with your God, because my God says this is how I need to operate to go forward. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Okay. I got family to take care of. Then they also gonna take care of me. I got stuff to do. So, standing on business, Bible in business, butterflies, Bible in business, 2024. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's all I got. Let me get up out of here because I went longer than I actually wanted to today, but this was cool. I didn't even get a chance to even really read comments, so I'm gonna have to go back through later. I pray that y'all gathered something from this, got something from this. For me just to come up here and tell my truth. I really didn't have an outline. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna flow because I'm ready to tell it all. Let's tell it all. But I can't tell it all because I didn't want to go over 45 minutes, and it's almost 7:51. Dang, I've been rolling for an hour. Okay, the person that used to didn't talk is talking. Okay, took myself off mute. I had to take myself off mute. And with that, I'm gonna read this letter, this last letter I got. It's actually in my book. I'll come back and drop the link to purchase my book in the comments because I didn't have that prepared. Whoops. See, that's how fast God was moving. He was like, go order your books. I was like, okay. So I'm gonna get that next week. I'm gonna have it. But this letter, one of my teachers of a mental health class that I took, she wrote a letter. She didn't know me like that, but she knew me like that. So it says, Kim, always be a voice. We realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced. And I've been silenced for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I almost kind of shut it down today because I was like, dang, Kim, you feel like you talking a little too much. I ain't. Y'all gonna get all of this. I've been quiet for too long. I done came too far for me to get up here and be quiet. No, turn it up. We gonna turn it up, okay? So listen, the chief candle chemist is here. The dope woman is here. The science, the wife, the author. I keep wanting to say mother, but not quite yet. But it's coming. It's coming. Man, all that. So again, if y'all want to stay connected, stay updated with me, make sure you join. I can't stress this enough. Join the email list because everybody ain't gonna get everything that we're doing. A lot of things are exclusive, is what I am instructed to do at this moment. So get on the email list so you can get the information. I just dropped my newsletter. What's today? Tuesday. I dropped it yesterday. And man, I can't believe I did it, but I did it. But I want to say also because I thanked everybody that treated me badly, that helped me get to this point. I also want to shout out to every single person that was genuine, that has been genuine, that continues to be genuine, that wants to see me win, that didn't leave me on the floor and step to the side and push me in the corner, that just didn't treat me like trash. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for hearing my voice. Thank you for realizing that I'm still here, even when I didn't see myself. Some of y'all saw me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. To the crew that God has me rocking with now, I love y'all. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm not gonna call y'all out by name because I don't want the people to be upset for me not to call their names. But y'all know who y'all are. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. The butterfly is out in full effect. Stay tuned, get connected, join the email list. It is in the comments. Get on the exclusive list. Like I said, we're going to be, Pure Chemistry is going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be doing some birthday giveaways. If you drop your birthday information in there, we're going to be doing more Secret Place candle experiences in person. in person. Yes, we travel. If you are somebody that wants to host a Secret Place Candle experience live in person, join the email list or drop me an email or nah, I'm not gonna say DM me because I miss the DMs. I'm not gonna lie. I miss them. I don't always catch them. So um yeah, email me at hey@purechemistry.com if you want to do a private um candle experience. If you want to do a personal candle experience, I'm going to just join my email list because I'm gonna be sending all the information out on how you can get in on a personal candle experience. We do consultations and we will sit and talk for about 30 minutes. And by the end of that, Holy Spirit will give me a specialized fragrance for you, and you'll be able to purchase your own Secret Place candle experience candle that you will be able to burn to help enhance your prayer time. Enhance. Let me make a public service announcement because I don't like no funny business. I'm not saying you praying to the candle. I'm not saying you burning the candle to cleanse nothing. I don't operate like that. You got the wrong one. If you thinking that, I don't add no stones or nothing to the. No, it's good old fashioned prayer to Jesus himself. Okay. That's what we do over here. We don't add nothing, no funny business. So I just want to make sure I'm clear that it's just to enhance the aromatic atmosphere during your journal time, during your prayer time. If you're trying to focus, if you're trying to relax, what have you. If you simply want to have a memory of, I always say, I like to say, I got Rich Auntie up here. This fragrance is called Rich Auntie, and it reminds me of when one of the kids is playing basketball and their favorite auntie show up with her purse on her arm, and she got her heels and she looked real cute, and she got her cut is laid to the side, and she got her sunglasses and her shades on, and she go and give her nephew $5 just for doing a dope job at the game. Like, this smells like auntie. That's love. That's love. Okay. So if you want to have that type of experience, if you want to commemorate a memory or something like that, schedule a personal Secret Place candle experience with me. Let me make sure I covered all my bases. Oh, y'all, I have a brand new candle collection dropping soon in the next 2 weeks. It's called the Purpose and Promise collection. I'm building up to it, so I'm gonna start telling y'all about that story. Just watch my content, but also I'll probably talk about going into that deeper next week. But basically, it's just everything that culminated through this last period of going through my chrysalis. I had to relearn how to love myself. I had to learn what peace truly was in the midst of the storm. And then I had to learn on the other side that coming out, that I have full on permission to have joy. So that is the collection, is also the fruits of the spirit. It's called the Purpose and Promise collection, and it's going to be the love you need, the joy you need, and the peace you need. So watch out for that. I'll make sure I let y'all know. Otherwise, I'm trying to beat this clock because I don't want to be on here for an hour. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. How I end this? Join the email list. Bye.